we are. We are live. Welcome all to our final live stream of Handpan Roots. My name is David Charrier, and I am the happy dude here with my dear cousin. How are you doing, Sylvain?
Dave, I am sad. I am sad because it's the last live stream of Handpan
It's
Roots.
yeah, already 1 month has passed, and but let's enjoy this last one. Guys, welcome to all of you. I'm reading in the comments that there are a lot of you from different places. It's always so exciting to witness this little movement that was around Handpan Roots. Handpan Roots is an event powered by masterthehandpan.com, who recently unite with Handpan Dojo and the legend David Kuckerman. We're happy to provide from time to time this free content where we want to help you guys on your handpan journey. And I think before summer, it was a great moment to get back to the handpan, discover, rediscover its magic, learn and play. That's the goal of that. Sylvain, it's good to be with you again. Thank you so much for your time with us.
Yeah, it's so fun to do this event, and of course it's coming to a close, but hopefully there'll be other ones. We love cohorts. We love these start and finish lines together. There's a special energy, there's a special kind of progress that we make when we all do it together. Self-paced, on-demand learning is great. We love it. We have a full course library of content that people can watch around the world and around the clock. But this felt really cool to all be on the same rhythm. So as we begin with today's final live stream, we like to start with an icebreaker question. So if you want to locate the chat and just type in the answer. How do you plan to keep on growing on your handpan journey? You've gone through an entire month of learning. What will you do next? Do you already have ideas? Some of you have shared those in the Handpan Village. What will you be doing? So we look forward to seeing that in the chat. And while you respond to the icebreaker question, let me remind you, this is live stream 4. This is our final live stream of Handpan Roots. And I'll turn over to Dave to have you tell us what this was all about, what the vision was, and how it went, basically.
Thank you so much. Handpan Roots, I think it's a trial. I started Master the Handpan on my own, created one course, second one, third one, fourth one. Then I opened the doors to other artists, musicians, friends, teachers, to have more variety on the platform. And we were selling courses. We built a community. It was a great adventure. And, then years after, and actually last year, we united with Handpan Dojo. It brought 12 new courses into something we were just releasing, an academy. We thought it would be cool to put all the courses together into one platform, and it's been a success, and we're so happy about that. And, I think we're all the same. When you're in front of this big catalog, this big library of content, you could feel a little bit lost. Where to start? What is the content that really matches my needs? And, witnessing what is happening on the village, on our community, that's how we call it, I realized, I knew it, but I deeply realized that I think the next step of Master the Handpan Dojo should be to try to connect even more with our students, and maybe entering a phase of more like coaching, more connection with all of you guys. And so I was like, what can I do as we're still online? And I was like, maybe I should create some content that I unlock one video after another, so that everyone is focused on one material, he has that person has, you guys have a bit of time, and then we release another video, and so that we really process, we go on the same journey all together. And I was like, yeah, but also we need a space to talk together, and I need to be maybe more present to answer comments. That's why below each homework video that we also provided, I'm interacting with you, making sure, because the thing is, I didn't just want people to watch. I mean, I want people to learn, and I want to make sure they are going through the material. When we know that that's a worldwide statistics, 15% of people are finishing an online course. And my goal is not for just to sell courses, but I want to make sure people are enjoying this material. So I did this trial of putting together some videos, beginner-oriented, that I release every 3 days, and with some live stream. We did 4 of them, to do some checkpoints and making sure everyone is on the boat, on the train, and having fun. And I think this comment section, me being a bit more present, I think it was a great success. So to sum up, Handpan Roots is a trial for the future also of Master the Handpan, a part of the future of Master the Handpan. Just be more with you guys and having content that is really tailored to your needs, and kind of a pathways and stuff. So happy also to hear your feedback, guys, but I'm so happy that we did that.
Yeah, and the feedback is rolling in. People are saying that it was a lot of fun, and I think this proves that the formula really clicked. And this is a fast-moving world. Just a few years ago, some of the tools that we used didn't exist. So expect just more new ideas coming from Master the Handpan and Handpan Dojo. So what to expect for today after this short intro. Once again, welcome everyone to our final live stream and live prize draw. We are going to dive into our final checkpoint. So on Monday, the last 3 modules were unlocked. So we'll kind of revisit those, and Dave will speak to specific themes that came up in the questions under the video players. Then we'll go through a time of interactive live Q&A. So you've practiced your chat skills. We're going to need your help to submit your questions and continue learning together. And then, at long last, the moment we've all been waiting for, all month long. I know that's why you're here. We're going to do the live prize draw. And once again, of course, we want to give an enormous shout out to Cédric Plat at Panache, who was kind enough, generous enough to support Handpan Roots, this crazy project that you guys were a part of, by donating a D-curd instrument. Beautiful instrument, cases included. We'll ship it wherever you're located around the world. We will get this to you, and there will be a winner today. So let me circle back to this icebreaker question. Oh man, the comments came in, tons of comments, so we might have to scroll back up a bit, and I'm going to see if I can see the beginning of these answers. All right. So we've got Art Dorado saying, growing, keep playing. We've got Jonathan Rasmussen saying, dedicate time in my life for practice. That made you happy, Dave, right?
Yes. Exactly.
U38, more workshops, festivals, and playing with others.
Awesome.
Speaking of festivals, you're headed to the Swiss Handpan Festival.
Tomorrow, I'm hitting the road tomorrow, a little stop at my mom's place.
Oh.
And then I'll finish the rest of the trip, and I'll be there, guys. I hope to see a lot of you guys.
If you're going to be there.
I don't know why.
If you're going to be there.
Don't come and watch me live.
Make sure to hit him up. Look at all these comments. You guys.
Wow.
Practice.
I can die. I
How
can
much
die.
did you pay these people to say this?
Everything is pre-recorded, Sylvain, you know, even that sentence. And guys, if you've realized that it's cool to practice and that practice is not this huge thing, you know, we grew up watching some kung fu movies. There was this little boy, whether it was raining, snowing, whatever, it was training, you know, practicing and stuff. No, practice can just be this 10, 15 minutes, one every 2 days, one every other day. This is practice and it's fun. So I'm so happy to read that. I made it. That was the goal.
Amazing. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, I'm going to continue the 15 minutes a day. Shannon here says, compose more myself. Nice. Going to keep playing, says Dennis. Look for low stress performance venues and return to the online classes I let slide. Yeah, that was part of the idea for Handpan Roots, right? It's like to begin or to begin again, to restart, to rebuild those foundations. I just want to keep on playing, says Eva. There's a number of you who are mentioning courses that maybe you purchased or if you're a member of the academy, maybe that re-energized you to get back into it.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, Drones Flicks says, I understand that with proper guidance, I was learning quickly. So I'll be joining Master the Handpan course. I believe that I'll be learning very quickly. Well, Drones Flicks, those kind of comments are making David's day. So thanks for... There are so many comments. Look, there's one from Karina in Germany working on that next Master the Handpan Challenge, the Pathway and the Handpan Chord Book by our good friend Rosie Bergonzi. By the way, if you haven't seen the Ask Amy and Rosie show, this is a monthly episode. You ask, they respond, new episode monthly, and there's already 2 available on our YouTube channel. There's so many comments. I just want to say thank you so much, as always, for playing along, for answering these icebreaker questions. Please take a moment to look at the comments. There may be some themes that resonate with you. We hope that you made some handpan friends over the past 30 days and that you have built some strong roots, some strong foundations. Whoa, there are way too many comments for all.
Wow,
for
guys, this is so cool.
Wow,
amazing. I'm reading some of them. Oh, guys.
Yeah, if you see...
I am sensitive, don't...
if you see any that you want to bring on the screen, feel free.
Man, Sylvain, this is the goal when you teach. This is... Honestly, guys, these comments are making an impact on me way better than people who might clap at the end of some songs in my show Saturday evening. This is the goal of I'm teaching for this. So when you see result, when you see enthusiasm, this is the best things. Thank you so much. I feel it's
what
my
a
birthday.
great community.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday. Dave's birthday is November 1st, by the way. If you want to send him a bottle of whiskey next fall.
My address goes in the chat. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, isn't it your big 40?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're turning 40
yes, I'm
this year?
40. Yeah. I don't know what is going to be my crisis. You need the crisis, right? Everyone is...
A crisis.
Buy a motorcycle or... I have to choose mine and tell my wife.
All right. Let us know in the chat what
should be
Dave's midlife crisis should be.
Crisis. There you go.
All right. Well, while people do that, and let's look for those answers, we're going to do a quick recap. So we wrapped up, right? We had modules 9 through 12.
Yeah. 12 was a recap, but yeah, learning wise, it was really like the groove on module 9, then a little, we can call it variation with some melodies, and then a little bridge that I wanted to show at the end. I think it does good to the composition. So may I have a few minutes on this, and then I think I want to spend most of the time on their questions, on your questions, guys. So I won't be long, because, and I might also repeat some stuff I was saying in the homework videos. There is a way to not lose what you've been working on. It's really to make it yours, and it was also the goal. I didn't want this pattern to be too complex or too full, but to leave some space for you guys. And I think this groove was a great example. I shared this groove, and I designed it in a way that it leaves some space for you to create some little melodies. I showed it on the module 10, what you could do. Boom, bam, bam, ba-dam, boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, just to show you the power of a few notes well chosen. And but yeah, I created this groove, leaving some space for melodies, so that in your composition, when you go back on your groove, that could be actually your chorus, right? You can have kind of its V2, version 2, an upgraded one with more melodies inside it. So I hope you caught that what is really important is to learn new techniques, but also to make them yours, to make these patterns yours, and to try, because now I think you guys kind of understood the structure of a pattern. There is a 1, there is a 8, if you're on an 8-bit pattern, and you can really create things as long as you see and hear where they should be placed in order for them to fit in your frame, in your structure. I think it's super powerful, because now you could, I feel like you guys can start to be a bit autonomous on creating your own patterns and variations, because you've seen it written, you've seen how it is structured. So that's really the goal for now, guys, for you to make this material yours. I know many of you has already started their own little composition. So this groove was designed for that. And then the bridge, most of the time, I have students that are telling me, great, David, but I have a hard time to get out of a certain rhythm and to create another one completely different. And I'm often telling my students, what are our tools in order to achieve that? And I wanted to show with that, for example, breaking totally the groove and just playing bum, 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 these 4 chords. Not only I'm showing new chords, so it's another way to surprise people's ears, but I'm also changing the chords we had previously, and I'm also changing the rhythm, and playing some notes I didn't play so far. So I think the answer of what to do when we want to create something else, first, after a pattern, you need to think, what do I want to hear after? Boom, bum, bum, ba-dum, boom, bum, 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 bum. How can I break everything? So you need to think of your chords, of your melody, of a rhythm change drastically so that it feels really like another part. And I think you can play with all these little elements. And sometimes I have my tempo, boom, bum, bum, ba-dum, and I'm like, okay, forget this groove you spent 3 days on, and sing something else on this pulse. Okay, bum, 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 bum. Boom. Just noodle, invent, improvise, and then try to find it on your handpan. That is a great way to not to stay stuck with your same kind of pattern. And I think we need different parts in a composition, and this is a great way to find some other parts. There is something we haven't done yet, because it was a bit too complicated for this event. and we were lacking time. I should have done something over 60 days, but it's now how to transition, because so far it sounds a little bit like A, then B, then C, then, you know, and I would love to show you one day how you can really create those little, on the last bar or on the last beat, a little descend, a little filler, a little change that helps you to transition from the pattern A to pattern B, from a verse to a chorus, or after a chorus to go on this bridge with something a little bit different. It's called transitions or little fillers that helps to transition, to transit, to go to the next part. And it is really doable, but I would have need more time for that. But I think this little, then what we call transition, really helps you to go from a composition that sounds a little bit like a Tetris, you know, verse, tac, tac, and you can lead better your composition and people's ears through these little connectors, fillers, transitions. So I think that's what you can do now, guys, is to be like, I have my verse. What can I change after I've done it 4 times? What can I do in order to land on my next part? You can use a silence. You can use a change in the melody. You can use intensity, the dynamic. You can change one last chord or a note, hop, that you haven't shown since the beginning. Maybe you haven't played with your note 7 or 8 or 9. I'm getting out of the Handpan Roots patterns here, but don't show everything at once. Don't show all your chord sequence. Keep a chord for the bridge that you haven't shown yet. And it's really all these little details that make your Tetris becoming a proper storytelling composition. So that's what I strongly advise you to work on. And I'm done with this, but I think it's important for you guys now to have these little. I'm giving more homeworks. Enjoy.
Right on. Yeah, good man, Dave. It's true that those final tweaks, those final, the final 5% is what
Exactly.
makes a real song. And we're saying real here. If you're trying to build, kind of that story arc, we're not necessarily talking about jamming for 20 minutes, which is fine too. It's actually a lot of fun. But yeah, I was just playing this morning and I realized that I had 2 different patterns on the same instrument that I had created totally independently from one another, but the instrument was rotated, right? And I realized they're the same tempo. They're the same tempo. I think they can work together. And so I'm actually going to work exactly on what you were saying on a transition. And I'm going to try to build this transition and also give me time to rotate the instrument and to be able to go to that next part. But, I'm going to have to really think about it to make it pleasing for the listener and also pleasing for me, because I don't want to rush and have half a second to make that switch, right? So that's a great next goal after these Handpan Roots modules. We're going to dive into a time of interactive live Q&A. So I would love to read some of your questions, guys, and bring them up on the screen, and we'll take a minute or so for each question. So if you do have questions related to the content, the past couple of modules, you can type those in the chat.
All right.
So we've got a question for the hosts. I think that's us. What are some particularly harmonious scales to play together with a D chord 10?
Plenty. On my set, for example, the F sharp minor goes super well with a D chord. I don't want to enter into details, but it gives you note so that you can play on D major. It gives you many scales possibilities, and the ding on D, the D ding and the F sharp ding are just beautiful together. It really helps you for your bass, to add some bass and other basses, and you can really play a few notes of the D chord that are completing the other scale, the F sharp, and vice versa. And I also like to play with an E minor, La Sirena. E minor, La Sirena with D chord is great. F major is great. And also, I like sometimes if you have a C sharp, if you have a C sharp minor with the D chord, it gives you then almost a complete chromatic, and you can go harmonic minor. You can have those half step that you don't have on your chord. So it's super nice. I'm playing a lot on C sharp pygmy and D chord. And the power of just changing the ding, having another bass. And the ding sometimes could be your pedal, like you keep the ding, and then playing the same melody but changing the root note. It's so powerful. So do some trials and know that the perfect combo, honestly, once you spend time, you can take 2 random instruments and you spend time on them, and it's a good combo. Honestly, it's really good. There are some combos that are known, F sharp and D minor, but honestly, pick up just 2 instruments, spend time on it, and you'll find you can really change your chords, go to some other, to change the key which you're playing with. So,
yeah, I totally agree with you. I think there's kind of 2 approaches. Are you trying to have 2 instruments that work really well together? Then, it's going to be probably 2 instruments in D minor, right? One on the higher range and one on the lower range. So maybe the ding will be different, an F instead of a D if you're going lower or higher. And you're basically having an extended range, right? So you can play that same scale in the high end and in the low end, maybe with a couple of variations. But then, like Dave said, if you take a completely different scale, as long as it gives you a couple of intervals that you're missing. So, that A note is your 5th. It's a really foundational note of your compositions. You're going to land back on A or on D. And so if you have an A flat, you can really mess with tension and go between A and A flat. And same thing with your root note. With your D, if you have a C sharp or a D flat, then you can really introduce some tension. But
and sometimes just another ding,
yeah,
that is one of your notes. So for example, on your scale of D minor, you have an E, having a E ding, and then only 3 other notes on that E instrument that you don't have on your C sharp, and then you literally do completely new kind of composition. You bring new colors. It's amazing. And because if you are only like, I want to have all the notes I don't have, then just lower half a step down your scale and buy a C sharp Anaziska, for example, C sharp chord, and there you go. But then when you play your C sharp chord, and then when you play your D chord alone, it's exactly the same melodies, but half a step down. Mm-hmm. So the goal is really to pick up an instrument that gives you 2, 3, 4 notes that you don't have on your A instrument, and then you have a great combo. So think about this. It's not what are all the notes I'm missing and I'm going to find them on one instrument. It's really like, how can I complement my scale? And you just need 2 or 3 notes. I play some tunes, and on my B instrument, I'm having 2, maximum 3 notes, and it changes the whole game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Okay, Drones Flicks says, I have a weird problem. The moment I start recording, my hands stop and I start missing beats. You actually just recorded an album. Did you struggle with the blinking red light syndrome?
Yeah, so playing in front of people, playing on a click, playing for an album, playing a concert, you're losing 40% of your accuracy and your energy and your moral, your mood. Yeah, when we record, it's really different. And sometimes we're like, I wish I could that what I played yesterday alone in my living room could have been recorded, but actually not, because if I had set some microphone and be like, I press the button and then it's gonna be recorded. It's I think it's a matter of experience, lowering the stress, getting used to that. But yeah, definitely it's when you press the button, something weird changes, like a camera when there's a camera or just someone. It's
Next up, we've got a really interesting question from Sylvia.
Yeah.
I find it hard to remember my compositions.
What do you do, Sylvain? You have a lot of composition.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not classically trained. I've picked up some music theory like we all have over the years, because you get to know these scales a lot and other scales, and you learn along the way, but I don't know how to write down my music. Probably like most of us, right? And so it's all visual, muscle, and then, auditory memory. And sometimes I forget. There are songs that I've performed a few years ago that were really intricate when I was like doing a lot of world ensembles in the Middle East. If I try to play them today, I'm rusty. I don't even know where that hand went at that point. So practice and muscle memory, recording yourself just at least so you make sure you don't forget, because that's the worst thing ever, right? You're jamming on your couch and you're finding this really chord progression. It's this thing you've never done before. And you're like, oh, I'm so re-energized, right? A new sound. And if you lose that, that's the worst.
Yeah.
So record it just with your phone, even if it's a crappy recording, but at least have someone film you, because sometimes it's very dependent on the movements of your body. You might actually have the recording, but think, how did I do it? Because it's actually not that. That's the challenge of our instrument.
Yeah, and think about that, guys. How many poetries do you remember from school? And how many songs do you remember from school? I still know Bobby Lapointe from my school. Ce soir, au bar de la gare, Igor, Agar, et l'arrêt de guerre de boire par sa Katia, sa jolie. That song I learned it, I was so young. And I think if you can, singing is a great way to get inside of your pattern. You don't forget that much something you've really learned to sing. And it happened to me the other day on a composition. I was like, what was that again? And I didn't find a video, but I remembered the melody. Mm-hmm. And then I positioned my handpan different. Oh, I think, no, this instrument was on the left and not on the right, because I have a hard time. But singing, recording, filming, writing down if you have your own system. And also, guys, the more you practice, the more you remember your stuff. And there are some stuff then you will never forget. So yeah, it's a challenge, and try those little insights we gave you, and I'm sure there's a channel that works well with you.
Yeah, there's a question that says, please share your coolest experience with the handpan. That's a great question, and it would take way too long. In fact, Dave and I have a lot of shared experiences with this instrument. Anywhere from busking and a random drunk homeless person comes slapping on your instrument to playing in Tennessee with Dolly Parton, and I mean, so the whole gamut. We won't get into it today, but I think we're going to do a couple of golden hours this summer. And those are going to be on the Handpan Village, our platform that you're now familiar with. So check for those, join us. It'll be a Zoom style call, just to come hang out. And, that will be a good place, because otherwise this live stream is we're never going to get to the live prize draw.
Started on anecdotes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, let's take a couple more questions,
Yes,
and
please.
then Let's see. Yvonne asks, if I'm transposing your D chord notation for a DMRA, what works instead of the B flat, I think is what she means, which I don't have. I mean, DMRA is just A, C, D,
Yeah, it
right?
goes from A to C straight.
Okay, yeah.
And then your C is on the left on an Amara, whether it's on your right on a this is really tricky on a D
Right,
chord.
right.
Well, what works? We have to define that. It doesn't work because you don't have the B flat. So whenever I was placing my A and then B flat as a bass line, kind of a little shift with my hand, you cannot recreate that. I think, and that's the challenge of having different scales, and it's also what makes all this so rich, and it really makes us thinking and working and listening. You have the concept, a low note and some high notes, another low note and the same high notes. Well, change your high notes in order for them to sound super cool, maybe with an A bass and then the C bass. Try different basses, try different notes, and try to have this feeling that we have my second note was the B flat. Maybe yours is going to be a C. But if the C was already included in the melody, go with a higher melody and understand that high notes, low notes, the low note is changing, the high notes stay the same, and you can find on a DMRA something that pleases you, that is fun to play, and that kind of coherent harmony-wise. That's my only advice. Welcome in the tough world sometimes of learning with another scale than the teacher. And sorry for that, but actually you have a great challenge in front of you, and you will make it even.
Yeah, I remember this series from this video series from Darren Dyke, who is he's actually coming from the steel pan world, and he was a tuner at Pantheon Steel for a number of years. One of the best, really, tuners of singing steel around the world. And what he did is, because as a maker, you make all these different sound models and different scales, different layouts. He had this video series where he would play the exact same pattern. So the exact same thing, but on different scales. And of course, it sounded completely different, but pretty cool. And, you know, everything's transferable. If you have to adjust that note instead of this one because of the scale, but hopefully everything that you learned was, you know, applicable.
Yeah.
We had a couple of questions that were pretty funny about other instruments. Are there some great melodies for handpan and guitar? And you know, it's interesting. Some instruments have worked pretty well, right? With the handpan. There was another comment about the didgeridoo, but I'm gonna show you this.
Oh man, what are you doing?
Hold on, isn't there some handpan in this?
Not in this one, but you can. You can Yatal Chrysalide.
Yatal.
No. What's the name of Yatal? This song with violin. Aurore.
Oh, there we go. This was a great project.
And then there will be the violin and the bass.
Good old Charles. So guys, there are a lot of great melodies on handpan and other instruments. I had to bring that up on the screen. It's just it ties with the previous comment about memories and just so many projects, right? So this is a good segue. There's so many questions, but we do want to transition into our live prize draw. And because someone mentioned the didgeridoo, so
so cool. What a small didgeridoo. Pocket didgeridoo.
We're just trying to keep you entertained here. All right, so we are giving away handpan, generously donated by Panache, made, fabricated, tuned, and donated by Cédric Plat at Panache. Amazing value of 1450 euros, made with love. How are we doing this? So, if you remember the rules, and I'm going to remind you, but the way that this giveaway works is it's 100% free. All you had to do was to mark your courses as completed, right? You got emails about this. We told you every single live stream. Hopefully this is this resonates. You're like, yes, I got it. So those are the rules. Basically, today we pulled up this list of all of you who have completed Handpan Roots, right? And we have this list, which I guess, do you want to show us the list?
Oh, yeah,
Dave?
Let me show the list.
Just so that we show the people that it's all ready for you.
Name, email that is covered because we want to respect your privacy. And then the city, state, blah, blah, blah. All the participants are there. Oh, la, 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 la.
How many do we have in total?
So it starts on the 1, it finishes on the 515.
515. Okay. So basically we had 514.
But it starts on the 2, huh? I will draw from 2 to 515.
So we had 514 participants who completed all the courses in the course platform. Now, those were the rules. Let's talk about how we are going to select the winner. This is going to be completely fair and random. We're going to use a tool called random.org.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Dave show us what it looks like. Random.org is a true randomizer.
Exactly. Let me show you that. It's super simple. Look, I'm going to write that we start on the 2. Everyone is okay with that?
Right. So our list goes from 2 to 515, right?
Exactly. And once I will click on generate, there will be a number that I will, and then I'll go on our Google Sheet and find who is in front of this line. and then we will contact that person because we have his email.
So that is the process, folks. Everyone okay with that? Does that make
Everyone
sense?
is okay. Yes.
Recap.
Again,
You were entered by completing all the courses. We were able to generate that list. You should know if you're part of that list of 414 entries. And then we're going to use random.org, very simple, to pick a random number between 2 and 515. That's the rows. I can play some more didgeridoo for our drum roll. And then I think we're kind of ready, right?
I am fully ready.
All right. I'm going to give you a big, long scream.
Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, I don't even know, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! 3, 2, 4. 3,
3, 2, 4, everyone.
Okay, 3, 2, 4. Now, I go super quick so that no one can think I'm doing weird things. I'm going to change my screen, go to 3, 2, 4. 3,
That's
2,
right.
4.
3, 2, 4.
So I can zoom in a little bit if you want, and I go down.
Hold on. Zoom in some more.
Oh, yes. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's good. A little bit more.
I cannot. Oh, I'm at the fullest. Wait,
Okay.
wait. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
What about this?
Yeah, that's good.
3, 2,
3, 2, 4.
I was over. Oh! I went too far.
Oh my gosh.
I go back. Oh la la! Where is it? What a suspense tonight! David Charrier is tired. Okay, are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I love these moments. There's pop.
It's coming up. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Nadine! Congratulations! Wow, Nadine. So let me highlight Nadine so that our dear webmaster Matt can then take care of you. It's highlighted. Nadine, congratulations. And I feel already sad for other people, but I want to celebrate Nadine. Congratulations.
Yes.
We're going to get in touch with you. You will receive shortly an email with all the infos. You'll send us your mail address, and we'll send this. And thank you guys for supporting Nadine with all these congratulations. Oh, I wish we had 515 handpans.
So here's the thing. You probably forgot, but that's why I'm here. I think last live stream, or the one 2 weeks ago, you promised you would draw 2 more people for a free course of their choice. You forgot.
Promised that. Yes. Okay. Well, you are very, very good. Okay. Let's continue. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to share I guess we're going to go back to random.org.
We're going to go back to random.org. So, are you ready? I'm going to generate
the
another
Handpan
one.
Roots.
Go for it. I'm waiting for the didgeridoo.
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! 129. Let me switch my screen.
All right, 129, and that is
Course
for...
of your choice. Let me present then the file.
You get a free course.
129. Let's see. 129. Okay.
Hold on. I'm there. Okay.
You're there.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-dan, da-da-da-da-dan. 129, 100 and maybe. Oh, I saw it. Oh, Matt,
Whoa.
Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations. So I am highlighting Matt. So let me zoom out. Oh, let's do this one more time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to random.org. My hands are sweaty.
Yes.
Okay,
It's so stressful.
congratulations. So cool. Okay, random.org. Please, didgeridoo time. 5, 9.
3,
It's so
5,
cool
9.
with the didgeridoo. 3, 5, 9. 3, 5, 9. Rup-pum. Pop, 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 pop. 3, 5, 9. 3, 5, 9. Ooh, ooh. I love doing that. 3, 5. Look! North Brabant. Oh, la, 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 la. Congratulations. A course of your choice. Oh, guys, this is so cool. So we will contact you, asking you which course you want to have, and you can choose the one you want. We have 6 courses
7.
on. Oh, the guy is not even up to date. 37 online courses. This is so cool. Excellent. This is so nice just to make some people happy. That was the goal of this event. That was the goal of this draw, this lottery. We're so happy. It's a blessing for us to do that, you know, to witness these people learning, practicing, having fun, winning instrument and courses.
Yeah, it's a huge blessing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the most vibrant corner of the handpan world, and just seeing all the names, all the enthusiasm in the comments, it's just really cool. We hope that you had an amazing time with Handpan Roots, that you made some friends, that you feel like this got you closer to your dreams, that you've shared with us on previous live streams. And we've got some thoughts. If you want to keep going, if you don't know where to go from here, I'm going to turn it over to Dave. I know that you've been thinking about all the folks who are wanting to continue, and maybe what's next after this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what's next? For sure, I have a lot of stuff. As I said, the goal of this event was to have fun with all of you, was to show you the power of discipline, the power of being concentrated, being focused on one pattern, then the next one. And I think it was great not to go everywhere, but this is the pattern. In 3 days, there will be another one, and in 3 days. And the goal was for you to rediscover the power of discipline, of practicing 15 minutes a day, and to have fun with your instrument. And, you know, the material wasn't that huge. Like, I mean, it was 12 videos, but an intro, at the end, a recap. So really, we've been working on a verse, a little variation, intro, verse, chorus, a little variation on the groove, and then a bridge. And it was actually few lessons. And I spoke with my dear colleagues, and I was like, hey, guys, can we do something? Do you want to do something? Because I'm not the only one deciding. And we were like, yeah, let's offer them a big discount on a material, not on everything or random courses, but let's surf on this vibe, this enthusiasm, this energy that I'm reading also here on the comments. So we decided to pick only 2 courses. We decided to pick my essential course. That is exactly what you've been doing, but I have 70 lessons in this course. It is exactly the same, David, just with hair. But I'm teaching on a D-chord instrument, the exact same scale as you may have, and also the scale of the Handpan Roots I've been teaching with. So if you enjoyed these 7, 8 lessons on Handpan Roots, here you have 70 of them. I go into more details, more complex patterns, more simple patterns. We work on those little transitions and everything I told you, and even more. I mean, 70 videos, that's a lot. And well, I try to do my best here, and we are offering this course until Sunday at $99 instead of $149. That's my best offer I could do. And then David Kuckerman I have also some content for them, and I would love to discount also my course. So David Kuckerman is an excellent pedagogue, a teacher. He is the best, honestly. And he also has a course that is $149, but until Sunday, we discount it at $99. So with these 2 courses, you're good to go for a long time. I could lie and say, oh, in a few months, you would need another one. No, you're good to go, and you won't hear about me for a long time with these 2 courses, about us for a long time. If you want to buy them together as a bundle, we even cut the price even more, and you can have what is supposed to be $298. You have the 2 courses for only the price of one. So, you buy one, you have the second one free. So that's over, it's exactly $149 discount. David course, as I read here, yes, you're right. He has exercise tracks, backing tracks. It's really, really full. So if you want to surf on that, and I'm going to be super honest, guys, you could just spend your next days on the Handpan Roots patterns. You have the ebook, and you can just spend time on that. And maybe this is wise for you. To stay like this. You have enough with these Handpan Roots things, but I really encourage you to pick up this bundle, as you would be good for a long time. You will have this material. We're not running discounts. You know us. Every single month or semester, we do usually that at the end of the year. But yeah, so if you want to check this out, the offer have a limited time. For sure, we cannot run these discounts every day. So you can access this great offer until Sunday. Sunday we close the gates, and yeah. So that's it. That's our way to encourage you guys, is discounting our material at the best we can do to provide you great material, ebook, backing tracks, a lot of videos on the D-chord. For my essential, I need to remember, but I think level 1 also is on the D-chord. So check it out. There is a link we'll share with you. We'll send you also an email. Enjoy, and let's surf the vibe, and let's continue our 15 minutes of daily practice on material. And you've seen the result just with a few lessons. Can you imagine if you dig one of these courses and you start and finish it? It's so rewarding, and you'll be so happy. And it's, I think, and I'm proud of it, a money well invested, learning, doing things, creating. This is much better than what we all do, scrolling 30 minutes, an hour, maybe a day. What if you put this time into your handpan?
Yeah, I mean, these are incredible products, right? You get to spend.
They are our best sellers on the platform.
Yeah, no, and you get to spend, hours on end with David. We call them D&D, not Dungeons and Dragon. Dave and David. And yeah, they've been such pillars of the handpan world. You know, they both started around the same time. I think you started before David K. Um,
Playing?
but yeah, but you've been fixtures in this world from the get go, and it's just
Mm.
so cool. I remember the day you told me, I think we might team up with
Mm.
David, and it's been so cool for these two giants to work together. There were a few questions about the academy. Um, yes, of course, the academy is our all access pass. It's our annual membership, and the questions were, are those two courses included in the academy? Elsie asked.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. There are two ways to, comment on dit, de consommer du contenu? Consume?
Yeah.
Two ways to consume our material. Either you can buy our courses à la carte, like we offer you tonight. It's really, you have the course for your entire life. We will never take it back from your hands, and your yeah, you will have a lifetime access to it. And this is more, this kind of learning is more for people who want to just take one course, dig it, stay on it. They don't want to go everywhere. It's like when with my wife, we don't go on Netflix, but we go VOD, just this movie and not all the possibilities and stuff. Or you buy the movie, you have it, you're happy. And some other people, they feel like they want to have access to everything, and then you can subscribe to either monthly or yearly access to become a member of the academy. So I've met so many people telling me, honestly, I go course per course, course by course, courses by courses, so that I can keep them lifetime. Some other, they want to just enter the membership, and for sure in the membership, it's like the gym where you, as long as you pay, you can enter the gym and enjoy it. So it's really two ways. It depends on your phase life, the time you have, your budget and everything. Be wise and enjoy these two ways that we kept, because we didn't want to have only one.
Yeah. There were a couple of questions about the future of Handpan Roots. So the content is going to be available until the end of this sale window that we're running until Sunday night. And then remind me what happens.
What do you mean? Sorry, I'm reading some comments. I can cry at people talking about the teaching and the guys like Arthur Rado and Shamer, Kika. Oh, guys, thank you so much. What did you just say, Sylvain?
Yeah, no worries,
Okay,
David.
yeah. So Handpan Roots stays available until Sunday, and guess what? If you buy one of the courses we are offering until Sunday, you will keep your access to Handpan Roots lifetime. It's yours. It's part of the deal. So you can access the content, finish your lessons, and blah 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 till Sunday. And then for people who buy one of the courses or the bundle, we offer you also an access to the Handpan Roots. We wanted to give that as a little bonus. We've had a huge discussion about whether we keep it or not, blah, blah, blah. But I think we really wanted to leave, to create a momentum around this content. And I think it's nice that you start and you finish and then that it's gone. Voila.
Yeah. Great answer.
What? I didn't do that. Like, it's as if I was commenting my decision. Boo, David.
Do this one. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, so obviously for everyone tuning in today, as you can probably find out, you know, we're a small business. We're not this giant corporation. We're trying to put together the best tools and offerings for you, but it's always being built as, you know, as we connect with you. So of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at contact@masterthehandpan.com. Here, I'll put it on the screen. And of course, we're going to be sending this email with the discount that Dave talked about. And you'll be getting this link that's showing up on your screen to keep growing with us. I'll drop it in the chat as well. But for now, this concludes this awesome experiment of a month long of learning. I believed in this. I loved the idea from the get-go.
Me too. And everyone in the team is convinced. And guys, I will do some more. We will do some more. I was closer to you guys, and that's what I like the most and what I was missing the most. So we will definitely do some more of these events. Stay tuned. We are always thinking about the future, and we have to move. We have to do things. We have to create what you need to match your needs. And because the goal is what I have been witnessing tonight, is just people enjoying their handpan, wanting to learn and having fun with it. Also, if I can take a little moment to tell you that I received the final files of my new album. And I have there is no interview of me online, no podcast about me, and I have shared a little bit of my these last years, what I have gone through, and I put together a nice video. I even created my own backing track of the video, my soundtrack of this video. I composed it, and I'm sharing a little bit of these last years. And also why I created this album. And I'm gonna send you an email, guys, with this video. I so want you guys to get to know me a little bit better and to know also what was deep in my heart for this album. It's coming to life. It's coming in September. Files are ready. Have some goodies ready. You'll love the goodies. They are so cool. And I have funded this whole project. I'm not doing any crowdfunding. It's my gift to the world for sure. The goal is to sell the CDs. I want people to listen to it. So I will just pre-sell. Sell the CDs when it's out. So stay tuned with your email. And your teacher is a musician. He loves music, and I want to share also that aspect of my life with the world.
Yes, we want you to make music. We want you to be a musician because musician Dave is so much fun. And there's a renewing, regenerative power of music that I think everyone's experienced this month, and we want you to experience it as well, Dave, because you give a lot, and you deserve to also experience these highs with music. So we're here for you, buddy, and we're really excited about the album. I've seen some of the previews of the goodies. I've been told about the master that just dropped. That was mind-blowing. This is going to be fun. September 15th, right?
15 or 25.
Okay.
Just need to fix the date, but definitely September. Guys, I cannot wait. I invested a lot of me in this album, and I cried when I received the files. I was like, wow, music is so powerful. Yes, I'm ready for this project.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, we have to land this plane. We have to wrap up. As much as it pains us, it's really great to.
So many questions were not answered.
Yeah, so the space, of course, is still up. So ask your questions. If it's technical questions, email contact@masterthehandpan.com. And if it's any other questions, drop them in the village, and we'll make sure that either one of us.
Thank you, guys. I don't like the end of something. I don't like transitions. Not in music, but in life. I think
All right, prepare your tissues. I'm gonna cue the music. Thank you everyone for being a part of Handpan Roots. This was amazing. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you online very soon.
Yes, guys. I won't cry.